Hey everybody, it's that time again. Time for Daryl's Monday Market Report. Sorry, there may be a little bit of an echo in here today. I've got the door closed because with July 4th with fireworks possibly going off, my dog goes a little bit crazy. So before we get into the numbers, let's talk about context. Of course, today's July 4th. Hope everybody's enjoying the day and enjoying living in a free country. And celebrating that and thanking all our veterans and current folks serving us. I appreciate that very much. So interest rates have been kind of going crazy. I've been talking to loan officers and they dropped quite a bit, much to the surprise of everyone. Don't know if we're in a recession or not, but I can tell you that the real estate market here continues to just keep blowing it out of the park, knocking it out of the park every week. So let's get into the numbers this week. In the last 7 days in Collin County, from homes being new to the market all the way to being sold, 1,218 properties. That's up 7 from last week. I actually expected it to go down with today being a holiday because a lot of people aren't recording their sold numbers or under contract numbers on MLS sometimes, but looks like everybody did. So this week, 404 new properties hit the market. Had a price change in Collin County, had 294 that went under contract, 139 went pending, and 381 that sold. Now that sold, then new properties to the market, you can see between the different statuses, really still less than a month's worth of inventory out there. I do see a little shift still. I put a buyer under contract and they barely paid over list price. So there's a little bit of shift depending on condition of the property and price range and location. Location and condition, of course, are always the biggest drivers of price and also competition. So this week in Allen, had 26 new properties hit the market, had a price change, 40 went under contract, 6 went pending, and 35 sold. So you can see there's just not enough inventory, even in the smaller areas like Allen. Got about 120,000 in population, give or take here. So things are selling very quick. Things don't last long. I do see some properties sitting on the market a little bit longer. You want to make sure you price properly for the condition and location. This week in Lucas, 5 new properties hit the market. I had a price change. We had 4 that went under contract, 2 that went pending. Nothing sold in Lucas this week. Not out of the ordinary for a smaller city like that. This week in Parker, we had 1 new property hit the market. I had a price change. We had nothing that went under contract, 2 that went pending, and 1 that sold. Fairview, we had 4 new properties hit the market. I had a price change. We had 2 that went under contract, 1 went pending, and 4 that sold. And now we're to the 3 largest cities in our Collin County area. In all of last week, Mckinney came in number 1 with 250 properties either new to the market or all the way to having been sold. Frisco came in a solid number 2 at 220. Plano number 3 at 181. So the last 7 days in Plano, 44 new properties hit the market, had a price change. We had 45 that went under contract, 23 that went pending, 69 that sold. So you can see those numbers are strong even though there's less transactions there in Plano than the other 2 major cities. Look at this, big jump up. McKinney, 75 new properties hit the market this week or had a price change. We had 66 that went under contract, 29 that went pending, and 80 that sold. Frisco, 81 new properties hit the market, had a price change. We had 44 that went under contract, 20 that went pending, and 76 that sold. Lavon, definitely one of our smaller areas, lots of new construction there. 2 new properties hit the market. I had a price change this week. We had 6 that went under contract, 4 that went pending, and 2 that sold. Melisa had 19 new properties go under contract. or had a price change, that hit the market or had a price change, 7 that went under contract, 3 that went pending, and 18 that sold. Wide Awake Wylie, always on fire this week. 19 new properties hit the market, had a price change, had 18 that went under contract, 12 that went pending, and 14 that sold. Princeton, lots of new construction there. 34 new properties hit the market this week or had a price change. We had 9 that went under contract, 10 that went pending, and 21 that sold. Farmersville, more rural. I do mention it. If you're looking for USDA, some areas out there still have it. And speaking of that, in Princeton, a few do. I have people reach out to me on occasion about USDA properties. There's not a lot near us, but there are some areas. If you have a question, just reach out. Farmersville, again, 10 new properties hit the market this week or had a price change. We had 9 that went under contract, 3 that went pending, and 2 that sold. Anna, lots of new construction there. Like I mentioned, if you're buying there, make sure you're not buying near the dump. So make sure you have a great agent that knows the area. 44 new properties hit the market. I had a price change this week. We had 21 that went under contract, 9 that went pending, and 19 that sold. And again, last but not least, every week, Van Alstyne City, it's in northern half is Grayson, southern half is Collin. 14 new properties hit the market this week or had a price change. We had 2 that went under contract, 5 went pending, and 15 that sold. Hope you're having a great 4th again, like I mentioned. See you next week. Have a great one.